Hello students, welcome to the EPG Pathshala. My name is Dr. Rajeshwari Sinha and in today's lecture I am going to talk to you about polysaccharides as structural backbones. Let us see what objectives we are going to address in this lecture. We will first have an introduction on polysaccharides. We will understand the chemistry of structural polysaccharides. To understand the organization of polysaccharides in cell wall, we will look at the function and how polysaccharides act as structural backbones. Later, we will look at the diversity in structural polysaccharides in different living cells. We hope you have an enjoyable time listening to this lecture. The concept map of polysaccharides. In this slide, we have a look at how monomers combine to form different kinds of polysaccharides such as cellulose, hemicellulose, pectin, chitin, peptidoglycan, etc., and how these polysaccharides form ingredients of different components in life such as tree, arthropods or even bacteria. Introduction. Polysaccharides are polymers of monosaccharides linked with glycosidic linkages. The property of polysaccharide depends on kinds of their monosaccharide and linkage in between them. Most abundant carbohydrate based polymer in nature is cellulose and hemicellulose, which form a plant's cell wall constituents. Polysaccharides can be classified on the basis of basic structural units on the basis of its functions. Major structural polysaccharides. There are many polysaccharides which constitutes animals and plant cells supportive and protective structures like cell wall, cell membrane, protective coatings of cells. Following are the ubiquitous polysaccharides which imparts in the backbone formation of the cell. These include cellulose, hemicellulose, pectin and chitin. Cellulose. It is the most abundant organic polymer present in nature. It is linear unbranched polymer of glucose molecule linked with beta-1,4-D-glycosidic linkage and its molecular formula is C6H10O5N. In this orientation of the cellulose, one molecule of glucose is in its alpha and the adjacent one is in its beta anomer, due to which the glucose molecule is rotated by 180 degree with respect to each other alternately, and therefore it produces a long, rigid and straight chain or fibril. In general, it consists of 10,000 to 15,000 D-glucose units in cellulose. Microfibrils of cellulose. Glucose molecule is made up of many OH groups which facilitates multi-dimensional hydrogen bonding within the chain or in between the fibril and holds the chains firmly, provides tensile strength to the microfibril. These properties of cellulose make it perfect for becoming the structural backbone. Therefore, cellulose is accounting for about over 50% of all the carbon found in plants. Crystalline structures of cellulose. Cellulose exists in different crystalline structures such as cellulose 1, which occurs naturally in two structures, one alpha and one beta. Cellulose 1 alpha is rich in bacteria and algae products, while cellulose 1 beta is a major constituent of plant cellulose, and cellulose 2 is regenerated cellulose fibers. The conversion of cellulose 1 to cellulose 2 is irreversible. Cellulose 3 and cellulose 4 can be produced with various chemical treatments. Cellulase is used largely in the paper and textile industries manufacturing. There is about 70% consumption of cotton in textile production, which contains about 95% cellulose, whereas wood contains 50% and dry weight of leaves having 10 to 20% of cellulose. Chemical and physical properties. Tensile and mechanical strength. Cellulose possesses high tensile and mechanical strength due to its long and straight chain fibrils bonded compactly with each other, which makes them water insoluble. Due to these properties, cellulose is found as the best material for cell wall fabrication. Degree of polymerization. Many properties of cellulose depend on degree of polymerization, which means the number of glucose units present in polymer. Cellulose with long chain is generally water insoluble, whereas small chain arises from breakdown of long chain cellulose is typically soluble in water and organic solvents. Cellulose from bacteria is quite pure and has much higher water content, possesses high tensile strength because of long chain length, and also has homogeneousness or purity. Students, we have now reached midway into this lecture. We hope you are finding this lecture useful. Of the major structural polysaccharides mentioned earlier, we have developed an understanding on cellulose. Now let us move to the next section, where we will look at some other polysaccharides like hemicelluloses, pectin, chitin, etc. These polysaccharides also have a critical role in stabilizing the structural backbone of cells and outer coverings, etc. Hemicelluloses. Hemicellulose is a heteropolysaccharide consisting of different hexoses and pentoses with limited sugar units 100 to 200. Hexoses and pentoses present in hemicellulose are D-xylose, D-mannose, D-glucose, D-galactose, L-arabinose, D-glucouronic acid and D-galactouronic acid. Some other sugars such as L-rhamnose, L-fucose and O-methylated neutral sugars are also part of hemicellulose. Among all these sugars, xylan occupies the major quantity. In it, beta D-xylopyranose residues are joined together by the beta-1,4 glycosidic linkage. Hemicellulases. It is intermingled with cellulose fibrils and extends strength of fibril. The composition of hemicellulose decides its properties like solubility. The composition of hemicellulose decides its properties like solubility, softness, hardness and crystallinity. Softwood hemicellulose comprises of 20% galactoglucomannan as a major constituent, whereas hardwood hemicellulose contains about 15 to 30% of glucoxylan. In plant cell wall structure, hemicellulose is linked to lignin mostly with ester linkages between O5 arabinose and core lignin, which is very important linkage due to its recalcitrant to conventional breakdown methods. Pectin. Pectin is a polymer of galactouronic acid, rhamnose, arabinose and galactose. It is also a major component of middle lamella of plant cell wall and constitutes 30 to 35% of cell walls of dicotyledons, however present in low concentration in monocots. It is a group of several polysaccharides and major groups of homogalactouronans and rhamnogalactouronans. In homogalactouronans, the D-galactouronic acid are linked together by alpha-1,4 linkage. Sometimes derivative or substituted galactourans are also found and introduces branching in D-galactouronic acid's backbone. Rhamnogalactouronan pectin exists in two forms, rhamnogalactouronan 1 pectin Rg1 and rhamnogalactouronan 2 pectin which is Rg2. Rg1 pectin consists of repeating units of disaccharides of D-galactouronic acid and L-rhamnose. Sometimes neutral sugars like D-galactose, L-arabinose and D-xylose may be branched off in Rg1 and may depend on the source of the pectin. Rg2 is mainly composed of D-galactouronic acid and highly branched complex polysaccharides which is not very commonly found. Properties of pectin. The composition of pectin is totally dependent on its extraction process. The extraction of pectin is done in hot water, ammonium oxalate solution and weak acid extraction methods. To produce carboxamide groups, it is treated with ammonia commercially. Pectin is hydrophilic in nature and water translocates into it, due to which it becomes adhesive in nature. Gelling ability of pectin depends on the degree of amidation, and high amidated pectin requires less calcium levels. Chitin. Chitin is a long chain natural polymer of N-acetylglucosamine monomer linked with covalent beta-1,4 linkages. N-acetylglucosamine is a glucose derivative where one OH group is replaced with an acetylamine group, that is 2-acetylamino 2-deoxy-D-glucose, otherwise it is quite similar to cellulose. Chitin is hard and biodegradable, present in exoskeleton of many animals such as crustaceans, insects, cephalopods, mollusks and cell wall of fungi. In this slide, we look at the various organisms and their structural backbone polysaccharide components. For example, primary cell wall of plants is made up of cellulose, hemicellulose and pectin. The secondary cell wall of plants is made up of cellulose, hemicellulose and lignin. Algal cell wall is made up of mannan, xylan, alginic acid and sulfonated polysaccharides. Fungal cell wall made up of chitin and glucans. Arthropods, crustaceans and insects made up of chitin. Mollusks in Redullae made up of chitin. Cell wall of slime molds made up of cellulose. In prokaryotes, the bacterial cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan, which is N-acetylglucosamine and N-acetylmuramic acid. In archaeal cell walls, they generally lack peptidoglycan. An exception is methanogens, which contain pseudopeptidoglycan. Functions of polysaccharides. Structural polysaccharides are the main constituents of cell wall and provide it integrity, establishment, mechanical strength and protection from external environment. Cell wall composition may vary from organism to organism depending upon their requirement. Sources. Carbohydrates are widely distributed across all living beings from the simplest bacteria to the complex animals. For example, microbial examples include xanthan, ghialan and dextran. In seaweed, carrageenan, agar and alginate can be found. Gum arabic, guar gum, pectin, cellulose, starch, konjac can be found in plants, while chitin can be derived from animals. In the structural function of celluloses, pectins and hemicelluloses in plants and glycosaminoglycan, chitin in animals, they involve the role of providing strength and structure to the cell and tissues. Video 3. We have now come to the end of this lecture. Thank you for being there with us. Let us summarize briefly what we have learnt in this lecture today. In this lecture, various findings regarding the roles of various structural polysaccharides with a description of the polysaccharides contained in the microfibrillar amorphous phases were discussed. These included understanding on cellulose, hemicellulose and pectic substances. Cellulose is a linear homopolymer made up of microfibrils that form a paracrystalline structure stabilized by hydrogen bridges. The hemicelluloses constitute an important group of polysaccharides which are interlinked and also linked to microfibrils of cellulose and or pectins. The most important ones being xylans, arabinoxylans, mannans, galactomannans, glucomannans, arabinogalactan 2, beta-1,3-glucan and beta-1,3, beta-1,4 glucans. The pectic substances are a complex mixture of colloidal polysaccharides that can be extracted from the cell wall with water or with chelating agents, the most significant being rhamnogalactouranin 1, rhamnogalactouranin 2, arabinan, galactan, arabinogalactan 1 and D-galactouranan. The four components such as cellulose, hemicellulose, pectin, chitin and its derivatives are the major components of the backbone formation in prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Thank you for watching this lecture on polysaccharides as structural backbones.